brothers and sisters and dear friends, welcome to Salam Corner. If you guys remember, about a year ago, Michael here came to Islam. We need more of these. Do you have, brother, do you have more of these? Please, yeah, I need these, yeah. So, Michael came to Islam about a year ago with us. I think it was right there under that tree. Today we're under another tree because we've got a different story. That tree was the story of the Shahada. This tree is the story of the continuation, brothers and sisters, yeah? So, Michael, how you been?
Since, good, brother. Good,
yeah? Good, yeah?
It's been a journey.
It has.
It's been a journey. So lots happening.
Yes, it has. And you shared some of that with us. And we found it actually really profound. And I can relate to it in certain ways as well. But tell us, you did, I think if I remember, you were talking about breaking it down to your family.
Yeah.
When did you break it down to them? How did it happen? Because it is an amazing story what you told us. And tell me, start from, you know, when did you arrange it? When did you say, you know what, okay, it's the time, I can tell my family now?
Okay, so I took the Shahada roughly about August last year. Probably about 6 months went past before I started feeling like I was ready in myself. The thing with me is that when I make a decision, I like to settle into my decisions before I start exerting my decision, if that makes sense. So I left it very private between me, my wife, my children at the time. I've had another child since then, which is lovely. And, he's the first one to hear the Shahada at birth, which is nice within my generations of families. But I knew I had to tell my mum and my family that obviously I'd made this decision, because there's a certain point when you have kids you just cannot hide it. And of course my daughter, my oldest daughter, she has taken the Shahada and she is reverted into Islam and she is wearing a hijab. And so it's like you can't really at that point start going, okay, I'm not telling anyone anymore.
That's you know, that's quite profound. You know what I always say is that we just have it, like he's a Revert as well, came to Islam. You can get close if you can't hear it, just to let you know, you'll be on off camera. And he was just saying that his daughter accepted Islam and starts wearing the hijab, yeah? I believe any Revert that comes to Islam, I believe Allah picks them to be an ambassador. Because what you're doing now is that you're sharing that message with your family, and you're telling me your 12-year-old daughter accepted Islam and is wearing the hijab now, yeah? So that is
all her choice.
Amazing. Yeah.
Nothing but from me.
That's
I was just practicing myself in private, in the bedroom alone, things like that. And one day she just came to me and said, "Look, Dad, you know, I want to be a Muslim." and you know, they say the rest is history. So
wow. So is that okay? So your daughter came to Islam before you announced it to your wider family.
Yeah.
Okay. What happened next? So you saw your daughter. How did that make you feel?
Very. It's very emotional at the time. I mean, I still get upset. Not upset. I get emotional when I hear the Shahada. I mean, just then I kept it together. But
yeah, someone just took Shahada.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's great. It's great to see.
Yeah.
It's an amazing feeling. It's like she's made that choice by herself as well, which means she's been guided. Not necessarily because of me. I don't take any credit for it whatsoever. Yeah. But it's clear to me when that happened that I am doing the right thing.
And you know what's interesting? When Musa alayhi salam went to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and he was sent on a mission, and he asked for his brother, because he said, like, you know, a bit of insecurity, or he was, you know, because he had, I think he had a bit of speech with them, something like that. So he said, can my brother help me? And Harun alayhi salam was made a prophet with him. And it's like, now you're like, oh my gosh, I need to say it to my wider family. But then Allah sends you a daughter, and that must be a bit more comforting because it's now you and her. Yeah. So then what happened next? So your daughter accepted Islam.
You know, so my daughter accepted Islam, and she's been practicing ever since. That was Ramadan.
Wow.
So after Ramadan, was it like May, June, something like that, I arranged with my family to have like a little get together, i.e. mainly my mother and my younger brother.
Your mother and
my mother and younger brother. And you know, we made the arrangements sat there, and I just told them. And the message that I got back, I was expecting the worst. I was expecting the worst. I can't argue. My mum is a Greek Orthodox. My nan before her, devout Greek Orthodox. There's no, you know, she was solid when it came to Christianity.
So did you invite them for a meal, or did you say there's something I would like to tell you? How did you call them?
I just arranged it as I would as a son to a mother. I just said, Mum, I'm coming round. are you free that day?
Oh,
She
you're
said,
coming
yes.
round, okay.
I'm going round to her.
All right.
So, you know, I went round to my mum's as I would and arranged it as normal as possible.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be like a big built-up thing. I didn't want to go, I've got something really important to tell. None of that. Because people just start thinking loads of different, they get carried away with their own things. You know? The way my life's going, she probably expected me to say I'm having another baby or something. You know, and it would be, you know, I don't want that to be like the forethought of anything.
Okay.
So I just said, look, I'm coming round, but, you know, it's gonna, you know, I've not seen you for a little while.
Okay.
So I sat there, we had the tea, you know, we did our normal sort of routines and, you know, whatnot, catching up. And I said, look, I have actually got something I want to talk to you about. And she's like, okay, that sounds ominous. So, you know, what's the matter? I said, no, there's nothing the matter. In fact, it's really good for me. I feel great about it. And I just explained to her there and then that I took the Shahada. I've been a practicing Muslim for about 6-7 months now. And, you know, I just wanted to let you know because I'm ready for you to know. Yeah? And I'm ready to hear what you have an opinion on. And my mum kicked me into the ballpark with her answer, and she just literally looked at me dead in the eye.
Oh my gosh, you're scaring us now.
Look dead in the eye.
The knife?
No.
The fork?
now you're enacting my fears. Anyway, but she looked dead in the eye. She said, Mike, first of all, I'm your mother. I love you no matter what. Okay? But I know when you turn around and say to me that you are a Muslim, that you have researched it, you've gone into the depths of it, you've questioned it a million times, and you've arrived at an answer that could be no other answer other than you are a Muslim. I trust your decision, I respect your decision, and I love you as my son. And I won't lie, I broke down, I'm very emotional over it, my hair's standing up now. My mum hit me with that.
Mine was when you said to me there, I was.
It was like the world literally just jumped off my back temporarily, you know. It was an amazing feeling. My brother just looked me in the eye and said, whatever makes you happy makes me happy. And especially in these times of madness with the pandemic and we're losing people left, right, center and whatnot. You know, it's just like, you got to do what you got to do. And that was the start of, like, you know, the comfort kind of like slowly graduating into it, to then the crux of, okay, now I'm saying this to people, I've got to live by a standard. I've got to start fixing up
your game, all right?
And I was saying to you just off camera, like, you know, I wasn't, you know, I'm not advocating it in any way, but I wasn't praying as much as I should.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting, guys. Okay, this is what I found very, very profound. And when I first came to Islam, I used to combine all my prayers together. So Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha. At the very early start, I used to pray them all at once because I had to fit it into my routine, but I didn't know how to. And then as a new Muslim, the surroundings that I had, to say to someone I'm a Muslim, I feel a bit scared. So I was scared to say I need to pray. I couldn't say that. So I was definitely in a dilemma. That happened for a while. So don't feel like you're alone. We all went through it, yeah? I even thought at one point, like, waking up for Fajr was not happening for me. Yeah? It was very hard. But alhamdulillah, Allah helps. But okay, tell me, so now we're talking about the Salah. Something really unique happens. Tell us, because Allah communicates with you.
I mean, just for the benefit of anyone watching, my wife, she's not a Revert. She's still, you know, what I would classify as agnostic. She believes in something, but she's not putting an opinion down to what she believes into. But she very much respects what I believe and how I would like our children to be influenced as they're growing up. And of course, no boundaries were put up against my daughter when she went to Revert, and no boundaries have been put in front of my youngest daughter and my son. So she celebrates stuff that I don't necessarily want to partake in or things like that. And you know, I got to respect her as much as she's respecting me. She's giving me a lot of leeway when it comes to Islam. I've got to be respectful and happy about that. So Father's Day came in June, I think June 18th, right, something like that. You know, and I wasn't expecting much at all. I mean, I was asked, what do I want? I said, you know what, babe, I really don't want anything. You know, just the ability to spend some time with my children, have some, you know, have a lovely day, you know, the environment, go for a walk, whatever. That would be enough. Even if it was just a coffee down the coffee shop, that's as far as I really want to push these kind of old things that we did in the past. I think that's the most respectful way I can talk about it. So Father's Day comes, Sunday as everyone knows, and you know, I had this thing in the back of my mind where I'm not praying enough, I'm not doing it because it's I've got this thing that's going to happen, or you know, I've got that thing. I don't have a mat. The floor is dirty one day, or whatever. You know, whatever excuse you want to think of, they're there in the back of my mind. I've got worries and things like that. It's all playing its part.
So Shaitan's on your case.
Yeah, he's working overtime at the time, right? So, you know, Father's Day comes.
Don't worry, he's going to get double pay in Hellfire.
Anyway, so Father's Day's come, and my wife presents me with this present. Okay, I'm in a bit of a dilemma because I'm sort of thinking to myself, really shouldn't really be, you know, participating in such things, but it's been bought for me. Let's see what happens. I open up this gift, and it's a prayer mat. Okay, and I don't know. No, I've got like a yoga mat to save my knees when I was praying over there. But what do you call it? I don't know if I've sort of mentioned the fact that I don't have a prayer mat. Before this moment in time, I don't have a prayer mat. Okay. I am literally using the floor and getting a towel, whatever, when I'm finding the time to do it. Yeah. She presents me with this prayer mat, but not just any prayer mat. Yeah. It's a luxury prayer mat. Wow. It's a really thick prayer mat. She's really thought about it, and it's to help me with my knees because I have problems with my knees due to a martial arts background, things like that, right? And I look on the thing, and it's got made in Medina. And I'm just like, oh, I know exactly what this is. If I ignore this, then I'm done for. Do you know what I mean?
How did you feel at that moment? Like when you're because was you expecting that from your wife?
No,
you wasn't. Yeah.
No,
so now, when she brought that to you, what is it that you learned from that? Because some people, the penny might have not dropped. Yeah. How did you? What was the message that you took from that?
Well, I kept saying, you know, I'm not praying because the floor's dirty. I ain't got prayer mat. And I'm using these different things, so I've always put this prayer mat into excuse, not openly, in my mind, in my own mind. Oh, I can't, it's dirty, I can't pray on a dirty floor. Okay? So me getting this prayer mat was like a massive, you know, chastisement of, you know, no more excuses. No more excuses. Here's the tool. Now you have to do the work. You have to do it. And I've not missed the prayer since.
That is amazing. That is amazing.
That's exactly what he did.
That is amazing. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala communicates in different ways, brothers and sisters, inshallah. So the thing is here, and what's to learn as well, you can see the shaitan's trick. Because what the shaitan does is, for example, shaitan attacks you several ways. First, he tries to get you to commit shirk. If he can't get you to do that, he says, okay. Because he doesn't give up. It's not, oh, I'll leave him. No. He's on your case. If not, he comes and attacks you with innovation in the religion. Okay. And if not that, he tries to get you to commit major sins. If you can't commit major sins, he'll get you to commit minor sins. Yeah? If he can't get you to commit minor sins, he will occupy you with things that are permissible but time wasting. So you can be reading Quran or play PlayStation. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah? If he can't do that, he will get you to do the lesser of the two goods. Yeah? So now the thing is this, in your instance, he was saying the floor is dirty. So you see, he's not coming at you. People think Shaitan comes out to you with evil.
No, he's coming up with facts.
You can't pray to God, it's dirty. Yeah. And that causes you to miss your salah, which is worse, yeah? But the thing is, you see how Shaitan comes. But what Allah, alhamdulillah, Allah has mercy, subhanahu how merciful He is, that through your wife, who's not a Muslim, she comes to you and buys you this gift, a specific gift, because you know you said your knees hurt, etc. And that must have been like, whoa. Like I had that moment in my life where I was like, yo, like I know that is from Allah, you know, and that is amazing. So that shows that your relationship with Allah is getting more and more intimate.